Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you how our smart entries are continuing. The path to consistency is here. How we're going to trade it tomorrow. My Tesla thoughts. What overnight homer did we take? Do you want a snap strategy that I'm going to do tomorrow that makes money over 90% of the time for myself? We're going to reveal that as well as our precise daily stock levels, our game plan in Forex, as well as our full stock analysis. I am Mark Melnick, and this is the Newsbeat Show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Newsbeat Show. I had to put on my fire hat, because my son and we both went to this little fire truck festival, and my goodness, am I going to have to put out the fires because we have been so hot. Now that the corny joke is over, let me tell you about all the hotness that has been happening here. And we're not talking about a good looking guy or girl. We're talking about the hotness from the simple plays that are just pulling in all this money. I mean, it's just so consistent. And really feel we have such a great read on the algorithms. And yeah, sorry about the California wildfires here, but I just wanted to show you a lot of things. We have so many things on the agenda today. We have Tesla, we have overnights, the big C, which is consistency, and I'm going to reveal to you a snap strategy, show you exactly how you could play it and how exactly I make money on it in the past utilizing this very simple strategy. Did you guys like the when we were showing you the Activision strategy for how to make money on Activision using a straddle and strangle? Well, we're going to share it with you. So, I'm going to take this hat off. I'm going to jump into the flames. So, ooh, 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 that's good. All right, so you got my little hat here, just because sometimes it gets a little too hot. So with that being, yeah, Activision was sweet. Guess what? We have something sweeter for you in Snapchat. Is it even possible to have something that sweet? It is. So I'm going to go over first the trades I made. Stay tuned through this broadcast because I'm going to show you how I make money on Snap over 90% of the time. I think I made money 100% of the time. I just can't stand that number 100%. It just sounds too fake. So even if it is 100%, I'd rather just say over 90. I think that makes me sound a little more intelligent. I don't want to insinuate that 100% of my trades ever work. Like, who the hell's crazy enough to say that? So I'm going to go over every single trade. So if you remember from yesterday, I was very straight up with you. I said, all right, guys, I'm going to take the names that I'm trading. I'm going to apply this, the one and done. Then I'm going to apply the high five. Very simple. In Washington Newsbeat Show 128 and 129, we go in depth of how we trade these names. These are algorithmic strategies that I invented to conquer the market. So we're going to start off with what was on your Newsbeat Live morning ideas. And it was just NVIDIA. It was just NVIDIA. Could have we done the one and done strategy and made money on NVIDIA? Was it even possible? Well, let's see. We went long this morning after the first 1 minute bar close, so after 9:31 a.m. Eastern Standard. Check this out. We bought through 256 today. Stock went up to 257.52. You caught $1.50 in 5 minutes. Right away. Right away. First of all, I want to. Ooh, my monitor just slipped. First of all, I want to say I love you guys in the room. For those few people who do have my phone number in the room, kindly do not text me between 9:30 and like 1 o'clock unless it's some dire emergency. You've been kidnapped and you're being held hostage on an island, and the only way they'll let you go is if Mark Melnick gives you a trade idea. And then absolutely like text me. I get it. I love you guys too. I love you guys too. Just don't text me during the day. Thank you. I love you. My heart comes out to you. I'm still running a room. Please don't text me because you made your day in 5 minutes. I get it. I'm proud of you. Honestly, like I sit here and when I brag to my wife, I brag about how well you guys do. It's like, to me, like, even though like I'm half of some of your age and I'm 50% older than some other of you guys, I come in and I tell my wife and I brag about how the room did today. I brag to her about that. I'm like, yo, this one person in my room did this and this and this and this, and like that's what keeps me going Send me the messages after or email me. So with that being said, one and done strategy. We're watching NVIDIA. Why were we watching NVIDIA? Because every single morning in the Newsbeat live room, we give you ideas in which you can make money on. Every single day. So we attacked through 256. How big was a $1.52 move in NVIDIA? Did I catch a $1.52? No, I didn't. Did I catch a dollar? Yeah, I did. So the stock went from 256 to 257 and a half, and I just said, okay, my day's over. Was it really over? No. Stay tuned. I'm going to teach you a strategy for tomorrow. This is not Captain Hindsight. This is Captain Omniscience. I'm going to tell you exactly what trade I'm looking to put on tomorrow morning. Stay tuned. Next, we have the high five strategy, which involves pulling down to an exponential 8 moving average, closing, and then breaking the next 5-minute bar high. This is a trade that a lot of you caught, which I was trying to catch and I missed. The problem is the stock opened up and exploded right away, and we were looking for the break of 255.76. 20 minutes later, the stock went to 257.26 and then even higher to 257.68. You guys actually ended up crushing that one today, and I was extremely, extremely proud of you. Was there anything else I traded? You're damn right. And if you're in any of the other rooms right now, I want to tell you, like, even you guys who have taken my free trial, my open house, you saw something. You saw something. There's a reason why our signups are more than double anybody else in the entire firm's history. There's a reason. There's a reason why our open houses destroy every open house out there on the market. There's a good reason. The good reason is we're consistent and our methodologies work. And we don't give you stupid trade ideas. We give you intelligent trade ideas that generally work right away. Generally work. Would you say 70% of my trades work right away? Here, I'm in the room right now. There's 781 of you in there. How often would you say your trades work generally right away? Generally, meaning you're up money before you can make a decision whether you hold easily. What do you think? You think 85%? These are members of the room talking, ladies and gentlemen. So please, at least 80. Okay, I got you. The truth is I don't know. I haven't sat there and 80% plus or minus for you two. You're getting the picture here. We're bringing strategies to you that are consistent. So with the high five on NVIDIA, worked beautifully. I ended up missing this trade. I decided to trade Square today. I traded some Square today. Now, if I traded the one and done, because it was, did I trade Square today? Oh, no, that was yesterday. I'm sorry. I wasn't looking at Square. I was looking at Etsy. Whoops. So I was looking to trade Etsy today on a high five strategy. So what we were waiting for, like we say before, the test of the exponential 8 right over here. And we bought Etsy through $47 right over here this morning on the high five. Etsy exploded. Look, this is the very next bar in which we bought Etsy through 47, jumped to 47.80. The very next bar. You know what it sounded like in the room before we bought Etsy? For the past 10 minutes before I was coming here, I was like, guys, if Etsy breaks $47, I'm buying it. Guys, if Etsy breaks $47, I'm buying it. Guys, Etsy is approaching $47. I'm looking to buy it right here. Guys, I bought Etsy here. That's what it sounds like. It's not Captain Trade Idea. I love trade ideas. There's actually trade ideas are actually one of the biggest scams, in my opinion, in the entire industry. You might say, what do you mean? It's an idea. Exactly. I'm going to come to you tomorrow with trade ideas. All right, you want to know? I'll prove it to you that they're baloney. Here's Apple today. Apple closed at 207.11. All right, here's my idea for tomorrow, guys. We have an entry at Apple at 207.50 and the stop at 207. So 207.50, buy, stop 207. And you might look at me and you might be like, okay, that makes sense. It's easy to follow. I know exactly where my risk is. I know exactly where I'm trying to buy. But you know the problem with that strategy? It's zero value. Anybody can take, I could take XYZ at $50, say we have a buy at 51, try to take profit at 53, and put a stop at 50. You'll make three and lose one. Sounds like I know what I'm talking about, right? I have seen somebody who runs one of the emails, quite popular. It might be sitting in your email box. I'm not going to drop the name again. I'm not here to decimate the absolute junk around me. I'm here to just show you what I do and hope that by enlightening you to the type of ideas that are out there that you might want to just be part of something like this. So I don't put people down. I expose you to the things that people are doing, and I don't point a finger at anyone. I don't accuse anyone of doing anything wrong. There's a service out there, and there's a mathematical algorithm. Algorithms are math. It's a formula, and what it does is it takes all the major names and it gives you every single day entries and exits. And the entries, it's funny. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. Honestly, I really should be crying right now. The entries, they give you an entry and they try to help you make 2-to-1 risk reward. So if they're saying buy a stock at 50, put your stop loss at 49.50, put your take profit at $51. Try to make two, risk two, or as they say, like, take two risk level, like risk level, risk one whole risk to make two whole risks. And I sit there and it's like, as somebody who's a math nerd who dropped out of college, I could look at that and I could say, okay, I could appreciate the mathematics behind it, but what aren't they sharing with you? What aren't they sharing with you? If they are not right 70% or more of the time, let's say even they're right 60% of the time, and let's say they're even making money doing that strategy, right? You know why it's garbage? Because the psychological toxicity that's going to build up in your brain from all those losses are going to destroy you. You are going to be that has been trader. You're going to join the long list of people who were once traders and are no longer traders anymore. And I keep trying to explain that to people. And people are like, wow, Mark, you've been doing this 19 years and you don't look burned out. You're sitting here making new strategies, new this, new that. You haven't ran up, took all your money and opened up 20 new businesses. You're not making the majority of your money selling education like every other Wall Street professional trader out there. Like, how do you do it? And the truth is, I eliminate psychological toxicity through following only consistent ideas. I don't care if I miss an idea. I'm only after consistency. And as a result, I will share with you what I'm going to do in Snap tomorrow, a consistent strategy that worked for me over 90% of the time. And I could tell you exactly what I'm going to do tonight, tomorrow. I will tell you what I am doing tomorrow. Now, to some people, that's unbelievable. They're like, how's that possible? Watch. I'll show you. But first, we're going to go into my Tesla thoughts. We're going to go into my Tesla thoughts. And just real quick, we also, somebody's asking in the room to go over our high five on here. All right, so I bought Turtle Beach today, by the way. When did I buy it? In the morning? No. Turtle Beach was plummeting, 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 plummeting. Right over here, I said, guys, if we break 30.17, I'm buying Turtle Beach. Turtle Beach went right to 30.80 in the first bar, came all the way up to 31.52. Actually ended up going, did it go higher after 31.52? No, it only got as high as 31.52. I didn't, oh no, I'm sorry, it did. It went to 31.79 right over here. But what we did on the high five strategy, again, we simply bought through a candlestick top. You want to know the difference? There are a million imbeciles on the internet, including high school dropout, no, excuse me, college dropout, yours truly. There is a time and place to buy through a candlestick high. People don't understand that not all candlesticks are the same. People don't understand that the shape of a candlestick is not that relevant. It's relevant. Everything matters. It's not that relevant. It's kind of funny that I actually saw like what some of these algorithms use when they're looking at charts, and the algorithms charts look nothing like ours. It looks like a combobulation of BS. And what happens is on these charts is they just look like lines. They just look like lines with like a little dash in the middle where it shows the open and close, and it looks a little different than the candlesticks, that I've seen and used. But we did buy here today through this level, and we were making money throughout the entire day. We also did a Twilio trade on the high five right over here. So Twilio test the exponential 8 here. Right over here, we caught Twilio test the exponential 8 for the first time. 5-minute bar, we said we're going to buy through 75.40. Two candlesticks later, it went up $1.37. Why? See, that's all we needed to trade was those little three candlesticks right there to make that money in Twilio. And really, I just treat this entire market as a huge ATM machine, and I just keep putting in my, you know, pressing the buttons and having money spit out. And guess what? And I told you guys this yesterday. What are the odds? What are the odds that I'm going to come in tomorrow and make money consistently? If I had to guess, 96, 97%. Something really screwed up would have to happen. I don't make money every day, but I make money almost every day. But I've gotten to the point where it's not just about me making money, it's about me showing you how to make money every day. So, confidently, we're going to go inside the room tomorrow and crush it. You want to surround yourself. Don't think a free, as I told you guys from day one, don't think my open house that I threw was free. It was not free. It cost you your time. And hopefully I made it worth it, but it wasn't free. So when somebody offers you something for free, yeah, it's like, think about it. I'll give you a perfect example. When they're selling you your timeshares and they're like, we'll give you a free stay at this hotel for 3 days and 4 nights and blah, 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 blah. All you'll have to do is come to this little presentation for a couple hours and then you get everything for free. See what they did there? It's not free. It's just not free. So, with that being said, you should probably join in with us. A lot of traders are making their money for the day in the first 5 minutes. Like, you don't understand. After the NVIDIA call this morning, people were leaving the room before 9:35 a.m. I got a bunch of texts and I see the numbers clicking down of room members. It was like, we were just under 800. I see 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 people drop. I'm like, what the hell? They're done. They were just done. They're like, I have a secondary job. Everyone who has this secondary job tells me they want trading to be their primary job. They make their money and they leave. Minutes later. Minutes. Less than 5 minutes. I can't make this up. It's insane. So proud of you. So we caught Twilio, we caught Etsy, we caught NVIDIA, we caught Turtle Beach, Twilio. It's amazing. How about my Tesla thoughts? We even called Tesla accurately. I was such in a giddy mood today in Tesla that Elon Musk did something which was illegal. Elon Musk tweeted out that that he was thinking of taking Tesla private at $420. The first thing I was thinking when he said $420 was this guy's probably in one of those floating chairs, those futuristic floating chairs with like two hookahs going into his mouth full of crazy hydroponic marijuana. And the dude is stoned off his butt and he's just tweeting out saying he thinks he's going to take Tesla private for $420. So what we did today in Tesla is we said right over here when Tesla was chilling in the 360 range, we said if Tesla breaks 365, you're going to explode. Stock climbed all the way up, got to 365, shot to 368.78. When you learn how to read these algos, making money really is not that difficult. We're going to share with you our overnight homer, and then I'm going to tell you exactly how I plan on making money in Snapchat tomorrow. I'm going to spell it out for you guys. I'm going to give you numbers, hard numbers. It's going to be easy. You guys love the Activision trade when I spelled it out for you. I would say round two, but I've done it more than twice. We'll do it again tonight. So what we did was we took a pre-market strangle on double AOI. We took a not pre-market, excuse me, prior to the close today, double AOI strangle. And we spent $5 for, what was it, $37 puts and $37.50 calls. And remember, I was telling you, with these strategies, these are unique option strategies where you could bet on a stock just having a big move up or down. You don't have to pick the direction. Call it being lazy, if you will. And obviously, looking at this, our calls are going to be through the ceiling tomorrow, especially given that's a Wednesday and we have time value. So our strangle tomorrow, we bought calls and we bought puts. And again, we try to make it as easy for you as possible. So right over here, you see our double AOI strangle. We give it to you right before the close at 3:44 p.m., August 7, 2018. And we show you what we paid for them. So we paid $5.08. Let's call it $5 for this trade. And those 37 and a half calls, depending on where it opens tomorrow, should be worth 9 to 10 bucks, I would say, with the time value and everything. So we should have caught almost a double. We should catch almost a double on double AOI. Almost a double. That's going to be nice to walk in up money tomorrow. How about it? I tell you guys exactly how I'm going to crush Snap tomorrow, or how I'm going to attempt. Again, I can't legally tell you to buy or sell any security. I'm just going to tell you what I'm planning on doing. This is what my plan is. Here's Snapchat. So someone was asking me, Mark, you're going to take calls or puts in Snapchat? I thought about it, and then I said, nah, hell no. I said, hell no. Snapchat is such a garbage company. If you remember at the beginning of the year, I gave you guys 3 companies that I thought had the worst management. It was HMNY, Snap, and Chipotle Mexican Grill. Now, I took Chipotle Mexican Grill off because they fired their management. Now I'm cool with it. You know, they didn't send the management out to, one of those powwow those powwow spas in the Indian reservations where they meditate, they focus, they release the creative flow within, and then they come back and they're like, wow, I really didn't know what the hell I was doing. Now I do. They fired their management. So Snap, I'm calling for the entire management company to be fired immediately. And if you were stupid enough to invest in this company, sorry for whoever told you to. As soon as they said that they weren't going to allow their shareholders to have a say in any of their votes, I knew this company was garbage. But there's an opportunity to hit a home run tomorrow. Wouldn't you love to know what that is? I'm going to tell you. Melnick always puts out strategies on the first Newsbeat show. Okay, right over here. So Snap, you could see right now, this is after hours. It plummeted to 1152, climbed up. But the key thing here is that it's at 1321. So as long as Snap isn't up or down big tomorrow, we're going to have a straddle opportunity. So let's say Snap opens up at 1320 tomorrow. Let's say Snap opens up at 1320 tomorrow or within that range. I am going to look to take calls and puts, which are 50 cents apart. Is that confusing to you? Don't worry. I'm going to spell it out and make it stupid and simple. How Mark plans on trading Snap tomorrow. Step 1. Snap must open between 1275 and, let me just look one more time. 1230, 50. Nope, I'm sorry. 1262 and 1362. So step 1 is Snap must open up between 1262 and 1362. Very, very simple. You have to have step 1. Step 2, I'm spelling it out for you. It coincidentally works every time I spell it out for you guys, right? I'm going to make this easy. Making money is not hard. Bear with looking at my face. You want to know the hardest thing you did? Look at your screen. This is the hardest thing you did. It's all easy from here on out. Step 2, very simple. Buy calls and puts expiring this week, which are the 8, 10. Oh, I said 17. That's last year. 8/10/18 expiration. That are 50 cents apart. In English, for example, $13 puts and 13.50 calls. Now, if the stock opens up between 13 and 13.50, for example, if the stock opens at 12.90, as long as it's in between my step 1 range, right? Then I will look to buy $13 calls and 12.50 puts. Guys with me? You getting it? The calls and puts need to be 50 cents apart. They're going to be expiring this week, which is the August 10th, 18. So I'm buying calls and puts. But Mark, what am I supposed to pay for that? What makes sense to pay for such the privilege of buying that? I'm glad you asked. Please don't call like the psychiatric ward. I know I'm talking to myself. Just I don't want to go back there. Oh, I'm gonna round up because it's 99 point something cents. Pay no more than $1 or less for this privilege of buying Snap calls and puts. Pay no more than $1 for that privilege. If you could buy these calls and puts 50 cents apart for $1, the odds of you making money. You want to see how Snap moved in the past? See, I'd rather just show you than talk about numbers and odds that don't mean much to you initially, other than the fact that you know I do work behind it. Watch this. Watch this. So on Snap, last time they reported, the stock gapped down and put in a 74-cent range. Time they reported on that was February 6th. They gapped up huge, put in a $4.25 range approximately, a little more. The time they reported before that, the stock put in almost a $2 range or $1.99 between the high and low. And the time before that, the stock gapped down and only put in a 57-cent range. Now, you know what makes this magical? The fact that Snap is opening up, oh, we're predicting, I mean, it's at 13.20, it's up 8 cents right now. Snap is opening up flattish for the first time. You know what that means? It means anybody who bought those calls and puts before the close today are going to walk in down money in the morning. That's for sure if Snap opens up here. They're going to come in tomorrow, they're going to be down money right away. I hate using 100%. I feel if you buy those calls and puts, I would put the odds as close to zero as humanly possible that you could be down money tomorrow overall on that strategy. I'm only talking to myself. I would never tell you to buy or sell any security. I'm making up the numbers in my head. When was the last time Snap opened up flattish? Not recently. Snap always has obnoxious size moves. So again, you want to see how to trade Snap tomorrow? Very, very simple. 3 steps. Oh, I forgot step 4. Take profits. I mean, obviously. So Snap must open up between that dollar range I shared with you. You can buy calls and puts that are 50 cents apart. I gave you 2 examples. Try to go to the higher and the lower one from where it's trading. So if it's at 12.75 or 12.80, buy $13 calls, 12.5 puts. Buy the first ones that are out of the money. I think those are going to be easier. The truth is, you could probably even do it $1 apart from each other. It'd probably still work. The truth is, you could probably buy it at the same price. That would still work as well. But this is what I'm going after. And if you could pay a dollar or less, that's a mathematical formula, by the way. I didn't just say, oh, pay a dollar or less. This is not I don't know, a candy bar in Manhattan. So with that being said, very simple strategy. I'm going to look to do that tomorrow. Odds of me losing money, I don't know, but it's not going to be very high in my humble technical opinion, in my rather humble statistical opinion. I think you guys get the picture. So we're walking into a double AOI homer tomorrow. We told you how we're going to trade Snap. Did I tell you how I'm going to make money on every other name tomorrow? You ready? A pure magical, statistical, algorithmic way that Mark takes advantage of his plays. Appear now. Whoosh. One and done. High five. I hate to make I hate to sound that making money is this easy and this consistent. And I'm talking to hundreds of people. I'm not pulling this out of my whatever I'm sitting on here. If this sounds appealing to you in any way, T3 was getting loaded up with people who are taking my $7 trials. And what these people were generally doing were they were taking another $7 trial, and another $7 trial, and another $7 trial, and another $7 trial, and they were logging in with the same IP addresses, so we knew it was you. Um, we don't offer $7 trials into the room anymore. We don't. We don't. Because of our room here, we've decided to go away with that entire policy throughout the entire firm. But if you think about it, if you think about the money that could be made here, and you give our room just a tryout for 1 month, I humbly believe that it could potentially be the most enlightening experience that you will ever have in your life as a trader. If you're working a full-time job, if your trading account is small, if you're somebody who has a larger trading account and is looking to get back to consistency, if you're a very consistent, profitable trader and you want to add alpha to whatever you're doing, I humbly believe, and I'm very biased, that this is the perfect room for you. That's all I can say. If you don't want to join the room, you want to just get these strategies here and there as I can present them to you ahead of time, God bless you. And I will give them to you as often as I can. Ladies and gentlemen, our precise daily stock levels. You want to know every support and resistance, algo support and resistance level I'm watching for the market tomorrow? How about if I shared with you every big name in 3 major ETFs, the Qs, Spiders, and IWM? It's all there for you. Feel free to screenshot this. What if I told you the Forex trades I'm looking to do, share with you exactly where I'm buying or selling them? Kaboom. 2 buy orders, 2 sell orders. Here's my size. Please note the US Canadian is a little heavier. Here's exactly the price in which here, maybe I could zoom in, make it a little clearer for you guys. There we go. Here's exactly the price I'm looking to go long or short, considering it's a buy or sell, up to 5 decimal places out. Exactly. These are live pending orders. These are live pending orders on a real account. It's not BS. It's not me talking about strategy. It's not me hiding anything. It's a screenshot of my open orders. You notice how there's nothing below here? That's because those are all my orders. SL is my stop loss. It's not Saturday Night Live. TP is take profit. It's not toilet paper. So here's where I'm looking to get filled. Here's my stop loss if I'm wrong. Here's my take profit if I'm right. Oh, they wonder and wonder. They wonder and wonder why we're so consistent, what Tesla's going to do tomorrow. Is Tesla going to shoot over $420 like Elon Musk said? Are we walking into a home run in double AOI tomorrow? Aha! Probably. How am I going to trade the market tomorrow? We are giving you everything that I humanly can with you not being present in the room. Ironically, the vast majority of you guys here actually hang around and watch tonight, what we're doing tomorrow. It's a good prep up for you guys. And you know what I do now? I break down every single stock that members of the room are watching. I break down technical levels. I show where I would look to potentially buy it. I would never tell you where to potentially buy it. That is our full stock analysis, your stock, my levels, and thoughts. That is for Newsbeat Live members only. We're the fastest growing trading room in the United States of America. Happy trading, make money. We'll see you guys next time on the Newsbeat Live trading broadcast. Have a wonderful evening.